So I wanted to tell you really quickly how we created this video of Scrooge that was in the window for the display at the Season Screamings Yuletide Spirits part held by Midsummer Scream. We just did it this weekend and I wanted to post this really quick because it turned out really cool and we were really proud of it. If you didn't know, I'm in a group called CalHauntS. We're a Southern California group that meets once a month, and we just learn from each other, share about our haunts. It's a very, very neat group, and I couldn't be happier that I joined and all the things I've learned. So this is how it all started out. Midsummer Scream came to CalHauntS. They said, do you want to do, this display like you always do? We work things out. The theme was a Christmas carol or a Christmas scarol. So what happened was, because it was last minute and after Halloween, we didn't have much time to build. All these other haunts from all over came together, and we brought parts of our own haunts with us to create this beautiful display. And the display was two parts, one on either side, a cemetery on one side, and then downtown on the other side with Scrooge's office and all the really cool little houses. So it all started out with us meeting together, talking, trying to figure it all out. Our part, we live pretty far away from everyone else, was we did go down to help once, but we helped by creating this. It started out with Dimitri, one of our members, asking for a Scrooge actor, and he had this vision of what to do. We are filming Ebenezer Scrooge for Season Screamings, and now it's time to get into costume, right?
Yes, it is.
And we were just so lucky that, number one, we had a building to use with the window, and that was from Restless Soul Manor. And he brought this whole little facade with this big old window. And Diane and Preston, I think, were given a TV by a neighbor or someone. They weren't using it anymore. And that TV fit that window. It was like it was all meant to be. It's amazing how some things just all come together. So that's how kind of that started. And then when I went to Burbank to go help build, we had that panel there with the window, and so we had to build a shelf and a bracket. We had to figure out how to put the TV there before we can even test it. We were emailing back and forth to my son Liam at home in Ojai, and I was in Burbank, about like, fix this and fix that and send us a sample of this, and this is too big, and this is, and we ended up having to refilm the whole thing over again. We filmed it the proportions were wrong. Brought a bigger green screen, made the area bigger, and refilmed the whole thing. So it was filmed twice. And we only did this in 2 weeks, the whole thing. The filming, the production, the getting the costumes, the decor, editing. My son spent like a good week on the editing, trying to get the frost and the lighting right, and the fire and the flicker and the proportions. So it was a really fun project, but time limits. It always is like that. All right, we did a Christmas thing, right? Yes. So hopefully this turned out, and you made a great Scrooge. Money, books, the proper lighting, kinda, for what we have. Good costume. Can you see?
No.
Got the lighting, got the camera, got the scene. Hunched over. Ah. There we go. Hopefully it will turn out, right?
Yep.
All right. Adios. We ended up filming it at Grandma's house because she had an old desk. She had the oil lamps. She had books. She had everything that would match. And the background image was also from another graphic designer, and I'll put his link in the description. So I emailed him and asked, we really want to use this for this project we're working on, and he was very excited to hear that we wanted to do that. So I want to share his artwork, which was the background stuff. And my son animated the fire and the candle, and he does all the stuff I don't know about, keystoning and matching the light, and the frost too. My son told him how he wanted the window to be frosted, and then when he walks up to the window, we wanted it to unfrost, and it was played on a loop the whole time. It was really fun to film. And when it was all put together at Season Screamings, seeing it there in the building and seeing how everyone loved it, and it made it really really fun, and I can never say the right words, but it just made us happy, made us very happy. It was flawless. It worked out really well and couldn't be happier. So that's why I wanted to share this with you. And thanks to all the people that came out to see it. And thanks for CalHauntS, because they gave us this opportunity to make something like this and to be a part of such an amazing team of talented people. Couldn't be a better Christmas gift. Happy holidays, and stay spooky, my friends.
Bah humbug!